Is this the last of the burgers?
Maybe. Why?
If we try to reheat these anymore, it might become a little more coaly.
I don't really taste burnt though. I think it was the seasoning that burnt.
I think so too.
Because the meat doesn't taste burnt. Oh.
Stream.
Huh?
Need your laptop.
It's in my backpack. I couldn't carry it up.
Where's your backpack?
Next to the bathroom downstairs.
I thought someone was supposed to bring it up
Desi
there.
was in the middle of washing the thing. I can't remember what it's called.
She can bring it up with you as well?
Yeah. Okay. Using the blender.
The blender is dead.
The lid's melted. It still works.
I wouldn't put any wrench right there.
You can smell it. The motor's going out, but it's not dead yet. If you run it too long, you can smell the gears are like,
Right.
they're not happy. I think it's old. We need one of those ones where I don't have to just push buttons. I just push it and tell it to do a smoothie and it makes it smoothie.
No blender.
Yeah, one of those. Those are expensive though. You're watching. Turn the volume down. But yes, that is the blender, I swear. So, you remember when I was doing this earlier? I was like, oh, hey, look, another one. I want to go inside and do it. It was like, damn, the thing's closed. So I looked it up. Apparently, it's not closed. There's something wrong with it. Oh, have you met the invisible ones yet?
Yes.
Come on, go away. pissed him off. Oh!
That's it. Nothing to see here.
Okay. So there's supposed to be a secret entrance.
Calm, calm.
Found it.
So much for being careful.
Have seeds and leaves. It's leaves.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
What? Oh, I'm streaming, but it's funny because I got the best description of the salad ever. You ready?
What?
You have leaves and seeds. That's like the best ever. I remember right, these were relatively empty until I got lower, right?
Don't remember.
According to like the last one. I don't even remember which episode that was that I did one. You? Do you think it was weird if I asked for one of your dog peppers? Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like this one wasn't as much of a challenge as the last one.
That thing is huge.
Huh?
And built to fight.
Working.
Oh. I'm not quite set up. I had to wait for my laptop. Okay. We have it on my Pro for this, right? Ah, shit! Tried to rip my nail off trying to take my iPad out.
That sounds painful. Don't do that.
It hurt. Your ass.
Yep.
As long as you know that.
The upper hand.
fighting a robot T-Rex?
I'm fighting a thunder moth.
You're fighting a thunder moth. You're fighting a robot T-Rex.
Shut up.
But you know what you have to do?
What?
You have to go find a robot megalodon.
No. We're not playing that game right now. No. This is the first time I've ever fought a thunder moth. Thank you for answering, Daddy.
There you go. Information to help me override more machines.
Haven broke his headphones, so he doesn't have a mic anymore. Not yet. I haven't ordered. Excuse me.
Find help.
Easy now. What's your name? What happened?
Hackard. Find help for Pitchcliff. The Glindhawks keep attacking. They'll kill my brother. Everyone.
Not if I have anything to say about it. here.
boss said he lost another caravan in the machines. Doctor
Aww.
I don't.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy. It's decent. Was a guard under the ladder.
Hello. Of course I'm enjoying the game. Oh shit. I didn't just try to die, I swear. You don't believe me, do you?
No.
Would you like one? It's chocolate. I don't have anything else up here. You be picky, I'll take it back.
Hey.
Want my box? It's Destiny 2. Level up with XP boost free with every box. But it expired. Oh wait. Yeah, I bought it after 2017, so we can do it. Poppin' Tarts. Yeah, apparently you had to buy it in 2017, and then you had to take receipt before 2018. Nom 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 nom. What?
Yeah.
I sniffled.
Oh.
I know, it could be because the house is cold. I don't know.
Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Just another way from now. Ho!
I think we just ran into the water. Nope. I don't know. Where am I? Let's see, main quest, I'm doing The Sun Shall Fall, which is the Ursa one, and then the one to figure out Zero Dawn, I'm on Deep Secrets of the Earth. I met Hades yesterday. It was fun. What?
Lisa. Now I need to find some place too high to reach, if I'm to believe anything Finland said.
I feel like I did this already.
What do you know? There really is something here. And it's empty.
Spear girl!
Of course.
You found it. The perfect location for an ambush. Now throw down that magnificent spear, and we'll let you live.
You've obviously heard of me. You know what I'm capable of. Why do you think this will turn out well for you?
I like the odds. Get her.
Why do I bother? Still sniffing around.
Don't stop looking now. You're as good as dead.
That's the last of them. But Fernand ran off. Right to the Meridian docks, I'll bet.
Thanks for the potion. I needed that. Wait, so does that mean you like that I'm not talking the whole time?
Finest goods here. See for yourself.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Would you like to buy something today?
Nora here. This far from the savage east.
Oh no.
Buy what you need, use the rest.
Let me in! By fire and spit! Let me in!
Just a look. Line of goods here.
Let me in! By...
Oh, Fernand. Our deal is off.
Oh, it's you. How about a new deal? You could just cut off my finger, or my hand, or my left arm, but that's my final offer.
A limb won't be enough.
You wouldn't. Not here, not in front of everyone.
No one's gonna lift a finger to stop me. You just led a group of men to their deaths, remember?
They were bad men. I did a service, really. You did. You did the service. I'll make sure it never happens again.
I'll hold you to it.
Understood. You won't hear from any of us ever again.
I'd better not.
I like her attitude. That was great. You what? Not in front of everybody. Nobody's gonna stop me.
I just have no discernment. I'm glad Jiran's wars are over. Avad has brought a welcome. Stock up before you're on the road.
Carja have been here working since the spire cast a shadow on the Masons.
These aren't goods.
Yes.
They're necessities. Only the fighter wears. Fine goods for a fair price. Fine goods for a fair price. Take a look at these.
Watch out for the unlocked merchants.
Did you see what he said? See, it's good I'm not like everybody else. It's not that bad.
That was pretty bad.
It's not that bad.
Finest goods here. See for yourself.
I mean, what's bad is that you can hear the blender upstairs.
It cost you a shark just to look.
Good day.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Everybody wants a moment of my time.
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think.
It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Derval used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Derval more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find Derval and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Arrested two for disorderly conduct last night. We don't want to know what they were.
I don't know, when you heard her say that, all I pictured was getting back to Meridian and, you know, having to fight a big war inside Meridian. What about you? What?
I was distracted.
You have no idea what I just said.
No.
Okay, so you remember when you talked to Ursa?
No.
Or when I talked to Ursa? And she was like, yeah, he wants to make the smoke block out the sun, blah, 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 blah. All I could picture was that I was getting back to fucking Meridian and then having to fight a war in Meridian.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
The fuck, where you want me to go, bitch?
This is the place. You home, Derval? I got a surprise for you.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right.
It's a bomb, all right.
I'll shut up.
Well crafted. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off.
Move.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Derval promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames, there's gotta be a way to stop it. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller.
What?
Just jump on top of it and keep jumping on top of it.
You're horrible. It's just I can't find anything else. Like I found that.
Police system or something?
So, Is that thing gonna go off?
Maybe there's some way I can open this window to get rid of the fuel for the bomb. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
Oh, this seems like a really bad idea.
Just push it out the window?
Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. He tries for the palace. He's finished.
He still likes her. He still wants her. Sorry. I'm horrible. I did not feel like I was that high up. I'm just saying. Not great.
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Into that building.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share? Get to the fire and shut up a bucket line! What you need, leave the rest. Take a look at these wares.
What happened?
Having a blast like that.
Let's have a chat. No, colorful discussion.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts.
Okay.
This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Why would you do that? It's not what I told you to do. Okay. Try again.
Put down.
I don't know. Why would I go?
Your hand grip comes down.
Oh, shit. Oh, what bitch? What you doing?
There you go.
Well, they're still surprised.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
This'll last.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's. I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage enough. It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Why do I always gotta fight these things?
Murderous glinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
Come on. They attack too fast.
Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks! I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way! To do it for you. Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks! I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way! Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you! I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way! Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks! Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks! I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
I have no life. Do you have a call? Do you have a call?
Hello? Hey, Scott.
I work all day while the nobles fill with their woes.
Okay, so this is my virtual machine. You know, I've been consulting it a bunch of times on my own question reboot. I'm just uninstalling it before I test it. Well, anyway, here's this deal. Maybe it won't happen in my fingers crossed. It is, as you'll see, it's version NT. And it's signed certificate created in 748. You know what? I think it's going to work this time. I think it's before then. So,
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
I'm going to start backing up.
Okay.
And I'm going to start backing up. And, you know, basically send messages directly to me in IM, or I'll come back and follow any long conversation.
Come to cloak, Nora.
Okay.
Well, as you can see.
Probably, even though I'm planning on being mostly busy this evening, I probably could do some stuff for, you know, for like 30 minutes or something, and then like I say tomorrow I'll be back also.
Yeah. I think honestly this evening I'm probably just gonna run through some of the farm stuff again. And then we'll go from there. What kind of error were you seeing in the
Everyone
installs?
needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk.
It was an installer error, you know, and it's a log, there's an error, and I checked the log and it said, you know, could not extract files to cache or something like that. Well, I've seen it before, but I ran it as admin and regular user.
We all have our place in the order of things.
So I don't know, you know, I did just re-download it.
Okay.
Aloy,
Maybe there was something about that download.
I was just thinking about Ursa.
Okay. Yeah.
She would have killed Derval on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
I think that's what.
You're asking me?
my
I'm
goal.
pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Derval.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me
Okay.
tear up.
Sounds good. Bye.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Ossurum will do to Derval?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master. All before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even 2.
2? Huh. She likes me.
Aww. I'm horrible, aren't I?
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know...
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
I know who attacked Sonora. A faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient machines, weapons they want to use to strike Meridian. I've been to their base, to the west. When they come, it will be from that direction.
I see. What you're saying echoes whispers I've heard from Murad. A Shadow Karja splinter group, corrupted machines across the land. I will order improvements to our fortifications along the western bluff of the city. When will the attack come, do you know?
I'm not sure yet.
And we will do what we can to prepare. Keep me informed if you learn more.
Hey, I think I ended the second road, the second road of my main quests.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. Okay, what am I getting this time? What am I getting this time? I can do leader strike, I can do strong strike, dodge prowess, concentration. I want this. What do I want more? Oh, let's see. What quest next? So far away.
Machines or bandits try to get past us, they're gonna fight. Mark my words. It was only a matter of time before an onslaught would pull the gun. Hope you're well.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come.
Fucking sucking dick bitch motherfucker.
What was that supposed to mean?
Huh?
What was that supposed to mean?
That was me not knowing what to call you, so I called you mean names.
Okay.
really going to sleep?
No. But it feels good though.
The bed's warm?
Huh?
Is the bed warm?
No.
What?
It's cold.
Oh, my iPad's gonna die.
This must be Mother's crown. So I should be around here somewhere.
See anything you like? Sure you do.
Getting soaked from melted snow. Are you Salai? Jan said your niece may have come through here. Nakoa.
I've got nothing to say about that.
Please, I only want to help. I'm a seeker headed north. Jan wanted me to help find her. Anything you tell me stays between us.
I gave her supplies for the journey. She was headed for Day Tower looking for Zaid. Nothing I could say would stop her.
Is there anything you can tell me about Day Tower?
It's a Karja fort, right at the border. Bastards used to gather Nora captives there, so they could ship them to Meridian for slaughter. I told Nakoa not to go. What's a lone Nora gonna do there? But she wouldn't listen. All she can think about is finding Zaid.
What do you know of Zaid?
He's a rabid animal, a murderer. The worst of the Red Raiders. Killed my brother while poor Nakoa watched from the shadows. Even as I begged her not to go, part of me wanted her to. I need him dead as much as she does. You can't imagine what it's like. He mutilated my brother. And yet he walks free among the Karja.
I understand. Better than you think. I'll look for Nakoa when I reach Day Tower.
She can't come back. The matriarchs won't allow it. But I'd be so grateful if you could find her and help her if she needs it. And please, keep this between us.
I will. I promise.
Okay. Why? Is it because I tossed him to like a crazy person? Have you ever noticed when I toss and turn a lot, I always end up sleeping on my stomach before I wake up? I was freezing. Are you gonna eat your banana?
Oh, sure. No, not at this point.
Yay! I get to eat banana.
Whoever's in charge here might know if Nakoa came through.
Lakir came back on his own, a little worse for wear. He seemed a bit embarrassed when I mentioned you. Dare I ask?
He has a lovely singing voice.
That's a capital lie if I've ever heard one. I'll have a talk with him about it.
You said something happened with Nakoa.
The Nora girl? Yes, something happened. Attempted murder. Prefect Zaid can tell you more about it. You can find him near the main tower, up the steps.
Wait. Saeed is here?
He is. Look, I've heard what your people say about him, but he swears it's a case of mistaken identity. Now, if there's a shadow to him, I've never been able to prove it, and the forbearance he showed towards this Nakoa woman was impressive. Oh, speak to him. Maybe he knows where she went. And try not to assault him, please.
I need to go.
Let me know if there's any news about those missing men.
Stop Derval without breaking the sweat. No idea the Nora was fierce.
I thought I solved that one already.
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard.
You're Zaid.
And you're a Nora. I can tell from your tone you've heard of me. Let me ease your mind. There seem to be wild stories about me among your tribe. But the Nora have me mistaken for someone else. I'm not sure where the fault lies, but the fog of war often breeds confusion. Unfortunately, some refuse to acknowledge the error. So it was with the last Nora who came through here.
The last Nora who came through here. You mean Nakoa?
Is that her name? Oh, well. It was a very unfortunate situation. She attacked me in broad daylight. If one of my men hadn't spotted her, I might well have been injured. But we were able to subdue her without harm.
What did you do with her?
I let her go, of course. It was clear she thought I was responsible for unspeakable things. So, in a sense, her actions were justifiable. I explained that she was wrong, then sent her on her way. Sadly, I don't think she believed me.
So you deny participating in the Red Raids?
No, I didn't say that. I did have a role in those operations, albeit a very limited one. But all this nonsense about torture and murder, that wasn't me. They have me confused with some other commander. I don't doubt some of my comrades did bad things, but Sun King Avad has worked hard to eliminate such brutality.
Where is Nakoa now?
I don't know exactly. She left raving that she would find a way to bring me down. But I did hear a report from the garrison at Lonesome Rock that a young woman had been abducted by bandits. Might have been her.
You've really gone out of your way to help, Prefect Said.
It's no trouble. The Sun King wishes to make amends with your people, and I am his humble servant.
I'll go to Lonesome Rock and get to the bottom of this. I promise you that.
You do that. And if our men are anything less than helpful, please let me know.
Oh, things just got weird and complicated.
Can't trust him, not after what Jan told me. That garrison is my only lead.
So did I tell you about the time I tried to glide on this game? Yeah, so so normally when we play the PC and we play Guild Wars, you hit space twice and you glide. Or you hit it and hold it, right? So I did like this and it didn't work. Why can't I hit it? Dead! Thanks. Why would you stand in the middle of the road? No, you can't get me. You're not gonna get me. See, I told you you weren't gonna get me. So, have you noticed the interesting thing about Nora's? So all the families have the same facial mark. You didn't see it? Yeah. Wonder how that works though. So when the kids are born, they keep their mother's one, right? Because they're all about the mother. Lots of questions. No answers.
This must be lonesome, Rob. If it's a trap, I might need to go in quiet. Seems like an ordinary outpost. I'd better look around.
I'm so bored. I'm bored with being bored.
I'm bored with you talking about being bored.
I'm bored with you complaining
There are
about me
chains
being
in the
bored.
cart.
Hold, Outlander! What are you doing here?
Prefect Saeed told me that bandits abducted a girl near here. Do you know where they might have taken her?
Zaid told you that, did he? No bandits around here, girl. But I think I can help you find your friend. The boss sent us a fresh one, boys. Wrap her up and tie her down.
Come here, you jump!
Alright, let's see what Zaid's hiding out here. Not just chains, manacles. They were moving prisoners somewhere.
Nice and lenient.
Don't get ideas. Guys said hands off or better fight it out.
Sounds like Nakoa's here. And I'm gonna have to cut through these guards to get to her.
Felt that one. Where did they go? Someone there?
Prisoners. Chained up to be sold as slaves.
Talk to Nakoa. She'll know what to do.
Please, help us get out of here.
Nakoa? Jan sent me. Look, we can talk more once we get everyone out of this pit.
Jan sent you? I don't believe it. Well, I guess one of his prayers finally worked.
I've got the key.
I'll help the others. Let's go.
I knew you were going to be trouble, girl. But you'll make it worth our while in the end.
The end is now, Zaid. For you and your men.
You gave him a quicker death than he deserved?
My father was a hunter. He taught me every animal deserves a clean kill.
How did Zaid come to run a ring of slavers?
All the scum you just killed, they butchered for Zaid during the Red Raids. The new Sun King kicked them out of the army, but Zaid managed to lie his way out of trouble, then saw a new way to make a shard, putting his grunts to work here.
How did Zaid capture you?
I tried to get him at Day Tower, but he caught me, then let me go so he could have his men grab me later.
And after?
Said he was gonna sell me into slavery like the other poor bastards that came through here week to week. But he took his time, kicked me around whenever he stopped by. Guess me trying to kill him hurt his pride.
Yeah, I think it's a good start.
You've been through a lot.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Zaid's dead. I was ready to go through anything to make that happen. And I did.
What are you gonna do now?
The others were in that cellar for months. The more run down they got, the harder it was for Zaid to sell them. They need food, rest, and hope. I'll take them to Meridian and tend to them.
You're not even going to try to go back? What about Jan?
The matriarchs won't let me back. Even if they would, I wouldn't go. They can burn for all I care. As for Jan, I know a way to get word to him. I'll miss that runt. But at least he'll know I'm safe.
Time for me to go.
Look, I don't even know your story. It must be a good one if they gave you the mark of a seeker. If you ever feel like telling it, look me up in Meridian. I'll be there until the others get back up on their feet. Until then, thank you for helping me cut this rot from the world. I don't know. Maybe now I can put Zaid behind me and remember my father as I should.
Someone here?
Yet. But what I learned in the cauldrons, I could use out here. I can get out of this. Must be when Hassan was supposed to check in. You're an ugly one, aren't you? No wonder you hide your face in the ground.
Thanks.
Now they're hunting me.
That pissed him off.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling from the west.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping. She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle. I'll keep the moon from your brow.
If even Uthed is capable of treachery, then anyone is. We should stay vigilant.
take a look at...
The Sun Ring. Proud tradition of Carja.
Stay off my focus.
If it catches you here, you're lucky if you survive long enough to wind up in that ring. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas. I hear the shadow well.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside? I'll be waiting. Kinda busy. We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Oh, the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
Balustrade. It's a short drop from there. Other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Missed.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Amongst traitors.
For the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. Makes quite an impression.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there. The other side of the tower. A weak spot in the wall.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused.
You're still working, aren't you?
So we're not gonna do it?
That's it. I just figured I wasn't able to do it because you were working.
Okay, but I mean, I can help you make the calls.
How long have I been streaming?
About 2 hours.
I have to make it back up to save.
No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. back later. That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit.